is the titanium tip, more like the Titanic tip at the moment. Episode 27, Tone, on this.
Yes, mate. Episode 27. We're pumping up there now. Yes, the Titanic tip seemed to have a bit of a problem there with selections at the moment. But
well, I did give you the titanium tip because I've heard your knob can crack concrete. So I thought, okay, I'll give him the titanium tip. But at the moment, yeah, it's sinking like the Titanic.
Going down faster than a tie hooker on a Saturday night.
There we go. Yes. I always love that little YouTube video, Tone, of the Titanic. It's like the Titanic in 5 seconds, the movie. And it's sort of like the first scene is, this ship will never sink. And then the next one's iceberg. And the next part's like, bloop. That would have been a better visual if I could find the YouTube video, but I couldn't find it. Anyway, mate, the Titanic tip's up and about. Don't worry, that'll sink us quicker than we can say look-see. Mate, big news, very exciting news. We've got a collaboration, Tone.
Have we?
Yeah.
Who are we collaborating with?
Wow, we're very lucky to have Punt Kings in the house.
Oh, that's good to hear. Good to hear. A bit of collaboration going on.
Well, Punt Kings, he's on fire today too, the big boy. Don't worry about it. I think he's thrown out about 7 tips, and I think about 5 have won. So he's up and about, Smarto, old Marto from Punt Kings. But he's given us the green light. He reckons he's going to try to give us a little bit of meat and 2 veg every week. Do you know what meat and 2 veg means in slang, Tony?
He's going to give us something.
Tony, I'll ask you again. I know you're old. And you're not really up with what the young people speak. Do you know what meat and 2 veg means in a slang world?
Can't remember exactly.
It means cock and balls, big boy. Cock and balls. So,
you're talking about the 2 dim sims and the Chico roll. Now we're on the other side there.
So, mate, we've got Marto on board. He's going to give us his mandatory meat and 2 veg, we're going to call it.
Oh, great. Good to hear. Excellent news.
The Fezzes push, the titanium tip, and, of course, the meat and 2 veg from Marto, where we can all get around and hopefully support the degenerate tendencies that we do have.
Perfect.
Thank you, Marto. Well done, mate.
Rising tide lifts all boats. Rising tide lifts all boats, big boy.
There we go, mate. The meat and 2 veg. I like to see it. Talking about the titanium tip, Tone, you've been having a little bit of a wee dry spell.
Yes, it hasn't been good of late. It's been tough. Haven't been to correct the bearded gland recently, but
Barney's been in touch, and he thinks that Pezza might be onto something. He said, I hope and I pray that Tony's found a titanium tip, not a Titanic tip. A titanium tip that starts with an S.
With an S?
Yeah, you're very good with the S. Carmino, Sound.
I'm not going to say anything at the moment.
We've got a lot of S's, mate, that have won for the titanium tip. So let's all wait to the end of the show to see if the big man's found a titanium tip that starts with the letter S. And I'm sure, Tony, that you've put a line through Jamie Carstill.
Yes, she's on very, very, very thin ice at the moment.
You're not too happy with Jamie at the moment, are you? And the Queen was back last week. I think she rode a lazy 3.
She did. Yeah, she was back last week, wasn't she? And I wasn't on any of them, of course,
So you're not happy with her?
Well, she's riding well and she's honest as the day is long, but she needs to improve a little bit on some of the bloody horses I'm on.
Yeah, I think I've gone off a couple of splitties too. I'm sort of on the Jessica Eaton bandwagon in Morfettville in Adelaide. I think she can ride well, doesn't she, old Jessica? And Kriya Yule, I think I'm off old Kyra from the West too, the old splitty. So,
she's gone off a bit.
Yeah, I'm still on board Carleen Heffel. Gee, she can butcher one, but gee, she can get one up at odds too. Don't worry about that. But our Queen, here she is, Tone. She'll probably ride 8.
Here she is. Probably. Yeah, she's got a good book tomorrow. Good book of rides, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has indeed. She has indeed. Good luck, Jamie. We love you.
Get stuff.
Oh,
Get stuff.
oh, we've got a new one, mate. I forgot to tell you. Very exciting. There's
Oh, new
our
one.
degenerate mate, old Barney there. Old Barney just in Cairns in the aloha, thinking that he's fucking Bill Gates. We've got the little roommate, the little pocket rocket, Marissa. What does she say, Tone? What do you think?
Oh,
Here we go.
let's have a look and see.
What did she say, Tone?
Uh,
Oh, Marissa.
oh, there we go.
Oh, no, she's got on the old Barney bandwagon so they can both
Oh,
get stuffed.
birds of a feather stick together. Look at that.
Oh, mate.
There we go.
Oh,
Dumb minds never differ, Barney.
mate.
Dumb minds never differ.
It's a sad day, isn't it?
Like it. Great minds think alike.
Oh, mate, it's a sad day when Barney's an influencer, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Hey, get stuffed, Jace. Here we go. Okay, mate. Let's get into it. We had some results last week, big boy. We're pretty excited about this. Pezza. He found a couple for us, didn't he?
Oh, you were on fire last week, mate. On fire. You're white hot.
Mate, fair income. I don't know if you saw the replay time, but I think I've watched it about 100 times. I might have been touching myself around 72 of those. But
Oh, here we go.
first, we've tipped it at $10 and it's drifted out to $14. What did it pay on Betfair, Tone?
18 skins.
18 skins.
Yes, mate, 18 to 1. Betfair.
Pezza was up and about. The little man was all...
Unbelievable.
He was very erect. Oh, I tell you. Mate, this race was out of control. A really tough 3-year-old race. Amish Boy was tipped everywhere in Australia. I heard from the trainer of Amish Boy a bit of, he was giving us the rundown because one of my mates knows one of the owners in Amish Boy who ran second to Poland. Jamie Carr on board, of course, on Amish Boy. And he mentioned every horse except Poland was in danger. Pezza has tipped Poland. I think I was the only one. But I tell you what, a couple of boys followed, like old Matty and Danny Pugh and, a couple of the Huey boys. Mardo gave me a bit, from Punkings, gave me a bit of a clap on the back too, because he couldn't.
Oh, good.
These two horses, I don't know if we can say spastics now, but these two spastics just went off. They were 8 lengths quicker than standard time, Tone, so they were flying in front. Poland's dog trotting behind in third. It was a magical run, I swear to God. It should have compounded. It should have, finished last like the other two that went off like fucking scolded cats. And Amish Boy had the drop on old Poland, but Poland, old Geordie Charles, is just too strong. Mate, get on Poland in the guineas. I'm on Poland in the guineas for a good little bet there, Tone.
Oh, a nice little taster.
A nice little 33 to 1 there, Pez has got on because I knew he'd come in. But you can still get a price. You can get about $13 still on Poland. But I'll tell you what, Amish Boy's not going to get in front.
Nah.
So, beautiful, mate. We needed a win, as you said. What do you say about the broken clock, Stone?
Broken clock's right twice a day. Even a broken clock's right twice a day, as they say.
In the Facebook group on Sunday, threw out a tip, a little black booker. Revless for Paulie Pruska of Surprise Baby Phone. Dean Holland actually gave it a chance and it just got there on the line. It was a magical little watch. And
You're on fire.
So you're on
nice
fire.
Little taster there. Nice little backup on the Sunday.
So all of our powerful, loyal subscribers who subscribe to put a line through it on the Facebook group got a little bit of joy on Sunday as well.
That's very nice, isn't it?
So
very
now
nice to take off like a Exocet missile on the Saturday and then power home like a 70s muscle car on Sunday.
I think I missed one too in Gerald during the week too. I think old Strong Heart. I should check that on the old Facebook group as well.
That's right. You're under the pump at work.
we need the titanium tip to do something, big boy. We need the old concrete.
Well, that's spastic bloody Mr. Vine and running fourth behind it. That puffed a bloody
Oh,
whatever it was. That's spastic.
oh.
Yeah, it was there, but that other thing just managed to
Spastic
hold
and
on.
puffed.
Just held on like a bloody dry turd on a sheep's ass running around in the top paddock. But, you know, unfortunate. Fourth's fourth. They don't pay out on fourths.
They don't pay out on fourth, mate.
No.
No, they don't. So there we go. They don't pay out on fourth. So, Tone, this week, let's have a look. I think it's Marto's mandatory meat and 2 veg.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
basically, we're saying this is Marto's tip for his cock and balls to hopefully support your degenerate tendencies. I like it. Marto's mandatory meat and 2 veg. Let's have a look. What's he got for us this week, Tony? Marto's mandatory meat and 2 veg. There we go. Marto's mandatory 2
Round
veg.
mint. There we go. Are there enough M's there?
We've got cock and balls. That's all I wanted, Tone. The titanium tip, the Pezzers push, and the old cock and balls from Marto. Here we go. Morfordville, race 5, number 2, Crown Mint. Marto said, don't go each way, just wins.
Well, with Jakey Torak on board, you know.
I love a Jakey Torak ride. I love
I
it.
tell you what,
Mate,
you know,
this horse will know it's in a race because Jakey doesn't mind using the whip.
he won't take, yeah,
And all you snowflakes and snoff cocks out there that you don't need a whip on a horse, fuck off. It's a fucking horse. Fuck.
there
Jesus
we go.
Christ. Of course they get fucking whipped. You know, Tony gets whipped and he's not even a horse.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, yeah. $7.
You love
Marto.
a bit of whip.
Bit of whip. Oh,
You
yeah.
love the whip. You know,
Whip
and you're
cream,
not even
yeah.
a horse. How do these do-gooders, how do these snowflakes and shit in society know that a horse doesn't like a whip? I don't mind a bit of pain now and then, Tone.
Oh, of
And
course.
sometimes I need to be controlled.
Yes, you do. You do. Just like
Where's the whip?
Gert Vader. Our old
Imagine
mate
Jamie,
Vader.
imagine Jamie Carr wouldn't mind if Jamie pulled the whip on me. Don't you worry about that.
Oh,
Oh, best line of the week, Tone. Best line of the week. Tony Brassel, after Jamie's rode the second winner on Wednesday. Tony Brassel says, geez, what did he say? Oh, geez, Jamie, I forget what she said. What did he say? I put it on the Facebook group. Jamie Carr improves. Oh, no, I'm going to find out now, Tone. Hang on, big boy.
oh, goodness me.
Oh, hang on. Here we go. Here we go, Tone. Sorry. Here we go. I forgot. Let's do a little bit of disco diving here, Tone. Oh, this is very unprofessional, big boy. Oh, I've got a bit of YouTube there. What's going on here? YouTube. We don't need YouTube. No, I don't need that. What do I need, Tone? Facebook. Here we go, Tone. This is exciting, isn't it? It's like a little treasure hunt.
It's like a
Oh,
bloody
geez,
money.
Sports looks good. Put a line through it. Here it is on the Facebook group. Please join in all the fun. There's Anthony over there. Look at this. Tony Brassel on Sky Racing has just said that Jamie Carr is good for a length at least. Good on you, Brass.
Yeah, spot on. He's spot on.
Yeah, there we go. Put a line through it. There's all the fun and games. There's old Tazuli telling we made some money.
Oh, look at that.
Sunday. Let's go.
Just like Barney counting his money. Yeah.
Jamie Carr is good for
A
at
length.
least a legs. You're not wrong there, big boy. You're not wrong there, big boy. So Crown Mint, race 5, number 2. Marto just says it wins.
$7.
Let's see what Marto's mandatory meat and 2 veg can bring up this week. He hasn't been too kind to put a line through it.
No, he's due. Jakey Torak on board. Wouldn't want him-
He doesn't mind using a bit of whip. Anyway, mate, the quaddie, we're back at Flemington. Here we go. We've got a bit strange this week, Tone. We've gone a bit wide in a couple of legs because
We
I
have,
think we've
we
got
have.
the Lightning. The first leg, we've got 2, 6, 7, 11. Tough race.
It is extremely tough race, this. Yeah. Yeah, like they're all tough tomorrow, aren't they? They're all tough, but I think we've got one or two here, haven't we? What do you like here, Pezza? What did you?
Yeah, I'm pretty keen on Independent Road on dry track. I think that's the key for this horse. It's won a couple of races at Flemington before, and it won a listed race in Bendigo back in the spring. So I think the key here is the dry track. It's been racing pretty good, but I think if it gets on the good four, I think it's going to be pretty strong at the end. Usually sits about halfway through, bit of a swooper, not a really big back marker, but pretty keen on Independent Road at 9 skins. I think I don't know how do you say it. You're pretty keen on Dadoozdad.
That's it. Yeah, Will Price on there, claiming 2 skins. Second up after a spell, ran 6th first up, wasn't too bad.
Tony, I just noticed number 4, Palanco, which was once a Titanian tip. I think it was scratched actually the day that you tipped it.
Yes, it was scratched.
Must have been the mountain of money that went onto it after your Titanian tip. It's just scratched. Yeah, we haven't found it in the quaddy anyway, but we've left out we've left out Palanco. We've left out Jamie on the toppy. We've left out King Magnus, who's been running really well too. So good luck, Tony.
Yeah.
I hope I've got it. The next leg is a really, really, really tough race. This is a 3-year-old race. A lot of these horses, it's sort of coming back as well. Like first up, she's a tough race.
Yes.
2, 6, 9, and 14. I'm pretty keen on one here on the bottom here, mate. Here to shock. Bossy for an ex-jock. Brent Stanley is a trainer. It's only had 3 starts. Very progressive. It'll be up on speed. They'll have to get past it. Just hope Bossy can keep it going. How about
if anybody can
keen on the 2?
steer it through troubled waters, Bossy can. You steer her through. Yeah, I like Cherry Tortini here, coming back after a spell. If it's
Tony.
Yeah, Tortoni. If it's any good, go it on the big track.
Yeah.
We've thrown in Brando, Jai McNeil in the saddle. Not a bad price.
First New Zealand. It's a New Zealand horse that's been racing really well in listed company or group racing over in New Zealand. First Australian start. You've got the Tiako Shark colours on. J.W. Richards is an amazing Kiwi trainer. Tiako Shark passed away during the week, unfortunately. So it might be a pretty emotional race for Brando. The Melbourne Cup jockey goes on. We have to throw it in. We're pretty keen on Tagaloa as well. It was a massive run against the older horses first up. Really, really honest run. So I reckon we've got the winner here.
And we've thrown in Acer as well, haven't we? We've thrown in.
Well, that's the class.
That's
the class. That's the blue blood.
It's a tough one, isn't it? It is a tough one.
Here it is, my favourite horse ever, Black Caviar. I'm not a Winx man. I'm more of a Black Caviar man. Black Caviar was just a freak, absolute freak. Never beaten. She went to Ascot and fell in because old Muppet Man himself, what's his name, Lukey Curry, was he just fucking dropped the hands on it and nearly got beat, but which would have been a tragedy. Black Caviar, which was, well, of course, the Lightning Stakes. We've only got the 2 here, big boy, 1 and 2.
Yep. Money's right there, isn't it? The money's right there. Nature Strip. Jamie Carr. It's already in from 420 into 390.
Yep.
First up, you said it's been trialling well, Pezza?
Oh, mate, it's been, if you could back trial form, you'd think Nature Strip would be odds on. It'd be like $1.10. It'd be Winx odds. Or we could say Black Caviar odds. Jamie Carr's going to take a seat. Usually J-Mac rides, but he's kept up in Sydney and they've employed a new jock. So hopefully, as Brass said, Jamie, she needs a length or gets a length. And I'm sure Nature Strip will need it because I reckon Bivouac will go whack, whack, whack because I think Nature Strip, Pippi and Fabergino will just go fucking nuts up front. And I think Bivouac would just be dog trotting behind and take the sit on him and then just go bang.
It'll come out of the blue.
Yeah.
Come out of the blue, mate, and just go speedster that it is. We'll
Geez,
just
I
go,
hope Answer's Craig doesn't give September Run a good sit.
yes, well, we can hope. Yeah,
It's a good horse.
good horse, criminal job. Well, we can only hope that, you know,
Yep.
we'll put a line through it.
Good luck to Leon and Troy Corstons down the bottom with Swats that. Bit involved. I've got a couple of horses with Bennett Racing that the Corsten boys train. So it's pretty exciting for them to have a 3-year-old in a Lightning. Pretty cool. But I reckon
Yeah.
Nature Strip or Bivouac, I think Pippi probably needs it a little bit wetter. If it was at the Valley, I reckon it's more of a chance. Fabergino, very good horse, but, I don't think it's up to this quality of horse in Nature Strip or Bivouac. I just hope Craig does a cancerous ride on September Run, and hopefully Bivouac will just go bang, bang. But anyway, it'll be interesting to see Jamie on Nature Strip anyway. Great race. And in the last, we've gone wide, big boy. We've gone 6. We've got 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. We could have thrown in a couple of others. A couple have been scratched, which helped. I think we're pretty keen on the 8. I forget the name, but now that's out. But it really, 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 I'm pretty keen on a couple here. I reckon Platini. That was nearly my bet, my Pez's push.
Oh, nearly a Pez's push. Get your pen out, Barney. Yeah, nearly.
I'm telling you, can reel off some sectionals at Flemington like you wouldn't believe, but maybe it's better if you go heavy on the place. Terbium was in the worst position ever at Caulfield. It was all poisonous on the rail. Geez, I don't know, mate. I don't know. And, of course, we got Jamie in the last.
Yes, Ruben Blue.
Yeah, Ruben Blue.
Blue could be there, like Platini. You got Damien Lane. Yeah, it's a real tough. Harder than a goat's knee, the last.
Yeah, I think Zakat for Jamie. You never know. Jamie might ride the first, and she might bookend it with Zakat for Mr. Barnes, old Barney's old man. He loves his head horse.
Oh, he does. He does, doesn't he? Yeah. Zakats.
All right, mate, we've been talking too long, so here we go. We're going to get into it, mate. The titanium tip. I was going to put a little bit of Titanic spin on it, but ran out of time. Tony, you ready? Have you found us one at value?
I've found one. I wouldn't exactly say value, but it's balls deep at 11.
Well, it was more value yesterday, wasn't it, when there was another horse in the race? Oh, White Hibiscus was in the race, and
yes, it was value.
But now there's no price. But anyway, here it is, the titanium tip. You've been warned.
There we go. And I'm backing up. It was a much better price yesterday before they put a line through the White Hibiscus.
Yes.
Nice. Jamie won't stuff it this time.
Oh, no. You're back with
the
baby.
She owes me because of that spasticated run last time when she put it on the rails like every other petrol head, stuffed it. They blocked her in like a bloody Alcatraz and Prison Mates post soap drop, and she couldn't get out. It was too late, all over. Favourite, shafted. But tomorrow, favourite wins by 5.
I'm not 100% keen that Jamie's on a favourite, and especially a hot pot like this in the first. Use your Ladbrokes. You guys have got Ladbrokes. Double your winnings. Usually you can get a bonus bet back for second or third, or double your winnings. Tony is pretty keen that you should double your winnings here instead of getting a bonus bet back, because Quantum Mechanic, it's got the hoof on the till, as they say.
Exactly. Yep. Tomorrow's the day. It's payback from the last disastrous ride she had on it.
Yeah.
Kick off the day with a little shorty, but it'll be okay going into the double, depending what you've got. I don't know what you're going to.
Here we go. Without further ado, the Pez's push, what everyone's been waiting for. Unfortunately, I couldn't find one at odds this week as Poland, but I found one in Doomben. I've gone back to Brisbane. I shouldn't be going to Brisbane at all, but I've gone race 3, number 7, Bi Turbo, not bisexual like you, Tony. Bi Turbo.
Oh,
you know what bisexual means, Tony?
Yeah, I do. You're right. Yeah,
Yes.
you're
Yes.
playing both sides of the net.
There we go. We're playing both sides. Anyway, Boy
At
Turbo, race
480.
3, number 7. It's a second starter. It was friendless in the market at the Sunny Coast, absolutely friendless, and it was paying. It actually drifted out to 30-1 from about 10s. Mate, you've never seen a horse greener. I love a green horse because I know they've got ability. It nearly knocked over 3, nearly fell over, took out another one in the straight, went sideways, finally got balance, pricked its ears because it's got no idea what it's doing, and it was beaten ahead.
Wow.
There was 3 across the line, first and second, and this thing, if it had ran straight, would have won by 7.
Wow. There
So-
we go.
We should have got on yesterday like Pez. I got on it yesterday at 5.50. Thanks very much. It's already into 4.80. Boy Turbo for the Frenchman himself. I don't know if he's French, but I love to say his name. Marc Duplessis. Let's fucking go. Boy Turbo.
Right. There we go.
I've got an up the rough. I'm pretty keen on one at Morphettville. I said I'm not going to pick horses in Brisbane and fucking Adelaide anymore.
And where are you? That's where you are. As long as they win, that's all right. We'll run a place at odds like that. Ooh,
Mate, I found a really honest horse. He's a shocker. Raisin Army. Morphettville, race 7, number 12. It's an open race, 6-1 the field. This thing's at 50 skins. I've gone a few each way on it, and hopefully Dom Punior, the little Italian money jock, Shane Cale gave it a sit last time, was a fucking shocker. So at 50 skins, I've got to have a couple of bucks each way on this thing because it was sweeping into the race, Tone. It was sweeping in and got chopped out a little bit like Barney at nightlife, in Cairns when he's Jordan. He goes up to the prettiest girl and says, "Do you like pizza? You want to come back to my place for a pizza and a root?" And then the chick gives him a slap in the face. And then Barney says, "Oh, don't you like pizza?" So anyway, we've gone a bit crazy there. Boy Turbo in Doomben, another early race. Race 1, Tony's Quantum Mechanic. Race 3, we're done.
That's it, all over. Money in the bank by then. Money in the bank.
We've got a real shorty, 260 into 480 equals 12.48. Very strange price. Hopefully you can boost that to around 13, 14 bucks, and we're a chance.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, mate. Let's hope Jamie can finally ride you a win up because you've been pretty keen on a few of hers, and
yes, she's let me down. But I think tomorrow I'm expecting it to win by 2 or 3 lengths.
Well,
Jamie
if he doesn't win the first, back her in the second or third because you're unbelievable at picking the wrong Jamie winner.
Yes. She comes out on the next thing, and away you go.
Yeah. So well done, mate. We've found one in Doomben, Boy Turbo. We've got one in race number 1 in Quantum Mechanic. And Raisin Army in race 7 Morphettville. If you've got a couple of bucks left by then, get on. Also pretty keen on one in Sydney. I think race 6, I think it's Rohirrim, another Godolphin horse. I reckon if you go Rohirrim in the bivouac, you'll probably get some money tomorrow. Rohirrim's got the hoof on the till. It was in the Magic Millions race up there in Queensland. Came third, came from last. Shouldn't have even went that close. It's over 1,200 metres, but I reckon I reckon it's at Randwick. You're probably going to get not a bad sight tomorrow here, and about $7.
Good price. There's a lot of value tomorrow. If we get the quaddy up tomorrow, we're going to get some coin.
I agree. So, Tone, absolutely magical day. Remember, Mardo's mandatory meat and 2 veg.
Yes, meat and 2 veg.
Race 5, Morphettville, Crown Mint. I'm pretty sure you're pretty Quantum Mechanic in Dubai Turbo. You never know. It's not a bad little multi, a little 3-wayer. And throw in Raisin Army because you just never know if you have the old Tones and I Dance Yankee, Quantum Mechanic, Boy Turbo, Crown Mint into Raisin Army could put a bit of value into that Yankee.
Some of that 50s.
50 skins.
50 skins. Might even could drift.
Might get out the 80s. So that makes a bit more sense. So that quantum mechanic at 260 in the $80. That's all right
Yes.
for your dollar.
Yeah, we'll have some of that. Have some of that.
All right, Tony, time to go. See you later, big boy.
Yeah, yep. All right, mate. Yep. Catch up. See ya.
To all our Victorian friends, good luck with the 5 days of R&R, or as they say, a bit of corona protection down there. Good luck.
Yes. Yeah. Tough again.
Yeah. And Barney, as the beautiful Marissa says, get stuffed. Thanks, mate. See you later.
See ya. See ya.
Bye.